العالمين والصلاة والسلام على من بعث رحمة للعالمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Famulem, one for welcome on back na this week channel we don't call it classroom. We still they talk on this book we then call manzumatul mufid fi ilmi Tajwed. So if you're new to this channel, we request you for make you must subscribe and make you touch the notification bell and make you press the like button. If you like the releases there, we will give that. And the last time we don't stop somewhere around مثاله بابيب بالباء وقس على ذا سائر الهجاء. So now inshallah we proceed forward. وساغ الابتداء بها وجازءا تتبع ما حرك والذي سكن فست عشرة من الأحوال للحرف وقف وفي اتصال إن خفف الحرف كذا إن شدد وزد ثلاثة لخف في ابتداء فأتي إذا نطقت بالمحركة بها سكت نحو كه وكه وكه وإن تريد نطقا بما منها سكن فهمزة مكسورة بها ابدأ والبدء بالتشديد غير ممكن ولا بما خفف من مسكن وكل ما شدد في وزان حرفين ساكن بضم ثاني مثال حمز شدد سؤال وليس في الذكر له مثال وأحمل استعمال واو سكنت من بعد كسر وبياء قلبت وهكذا إن تسكن الياء بعد ضم فقلبها واوا لديه منحتم. So the Sheikh did now think the talk وساغ ابتداء بها وجاز أن تتبع ما حرك والذي سكن. Now it don't tell you haraka, how haraka they can come. It can come from fatha, it can come from kasra, and also it can come from dhamma. Anyone by this fatha, kasra, and dhamma, you can start with them. You start with ba. You start with what can start with ba. It can start with b. It start with bu. For a showcase, for just an example. It can be ba, it can be any letter. Yes. So you can start with haraka at the beginning of a sentence or the beginning of a talk. And also wajaza an tatba'a ma hurrika walladhi sakan. And also you can also start with you can also read haraka inside the middle of the sentence. How you can start them with sentence, and also you can read them in the midst of sentence. Now and you can also read haraka. It find also it accepted also. It allow also that you go read them after another haraka will come or after sukun we know for say in come. You get that? So we don't get fi bidaya where they start for talk, where they start for read. You they start with haraka. Haraka it mean letter we get fatha kasra or dhamma. Now the same thing back. If not to the beginning itself, it then at the middle. You can start them. You can also use them. It can come after encompassing haraka, or it can come also after sukun. Now this the Sheikh they try for talk. فَسِتَّ عَشْرَةً مِنَ الْأَحْوَالِ لِلْحَرْفِ فِي الْوَقْفِ فِي اتصال. Now you want to make an imaginary calculation of all the ways them where it can come is in at 16. That is ستة عشر من الأحوال للحرف في الوقف وفي اتصال. And two cases, if it is at the middle of the sentence or it is at the end of the sentence. You then at the middle of the sentence and you then at the end of the sentence, all 16 ways that it can come. So if at the beginning of the sentence in a 3 way, just like how we don't talk. Either you start with fatha, you can start with kasra, you start with dhamma. Nothing no day before them, now but now other thing then come after them. So in khufif, how it can come? Now then ways there it can come. In khufif al harfu, kada in shuddida. That is either the letter you know get shadda, kada in shuddida, or the letter it gets shadda. Mind you, shadda may come the beginning of the sentence. It can always in the middle or the end. وزد ثلاثة لخف في ابتداء. And also may you add 3 Other one, pantap the 16. Go to it give 19. That is fil tida. If you start by reading. That makes a khifin. Meaning, you don't forget shadda. Yes. Fati. So now this way is there. So the sheikh don't talk, but the talk we know for saying in talk, it needs some examples then, so that we will understand what it really and how it can come. For example, they don't talk say now 16 ways that it can come. Where it is na the middle of the sentence. At the middle of the sentence, now 16 ways it did. Whether at the middle of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. So the imaginary ways the way no for it can come, Lord use for a showcase, Lord use bar, the letter bar. This bar, Lord we say it get fatter. And before the bar, now fatter and come. Yes. If it did at the middle of the sentence, like tabaraka. If it did at the end of the sentence, like kataba. The second one, like the same bar. But this time a kasra it gets. But before that, a fatha still come. The middle of the sentence like kabir. The end of the sentence like lahab, lahabin. The number third one, na fatha then come before the bar still. But the bar this time, na dhamma it gets. Then I show the example. Like wayatajannabuha, buha. Wayatajannabuha. Yes. Na fatha then come before the bar. Yes, in the middle of the sentence. The end of the sentence, tataqallabu. Yes, ba, na at the end of the sentence. But before them, na fatha, na come. The number 4 way, the ba, na sukun it gets. Before and back, na the same thing, na fatha, na come. The middle of the sentence, let's qabulu. The end of the sentence, farghab. Yes. This year, na the term, na the side we say you know get the sukun, na a weak sukun. You get strong sukun, na you call it shadda. Weak sukun, na you call it mukhaffaf. Yes. Na they call sukun or they call it mukhaffaf. Sukun mukhaffaf and sukun muthaqqal. So if you be for saying that the strong sukun, they call shadda or shidda. Example, Rabbana. That is if you come in the middle of the sentence. Mind you, before the fatha come, and the bar na sukun. And the end, watab. Watab. Get her? Now, the number 5 side, the bar na fatha inge. But before na dhamma na come. The letter we come before them, you maska we get na dhamma. Example, middle of the sentence, la yubaqi an la you. Ba, you. La yubaqi an. Now the same way where you get like lubada. Now the same way we know for say you get at the end of the sentence, ayaktuba, tuba. Yes. The number 6, now before the bar, yes, still na dhamma na come, but this bar the third, this there na kasra in get. Example, mubin. Now the same way also the end of the sentence, lilu kutube. Get her? Yes. The numbers 7 side, the bar before that 30 day, na dhamma na come, but the bar this there na dhamma in get. Example, an-nubuwwa. An-nubuwwata. Okay? There's the end of the sentence, sanak tu. Get her? Yes. But this time, the bar na dhamma na sukun it gets. Yes, still na dhamma na come before them. Example, middle of the sentence, tubetum. Get her? And also, the end of the sentence, lam yaktub. Lam yaktub. But this here all na sukun mukhaffaf. Ama sukun muthaqqal, what they call shadda or shidda. The example of now like we say, kubbaro, middle of the sentence. End of the sentence, lihubbil khayri. Lihubbi. One stop there. Yes. The number 9 side, the bar, yes, na kasra come before her. The bar, inge fatha. Example, ghulibat, middle of the sentence. The end of the sentence, maghriba. Maghriba. Get on? Number 10 side, the bar, before them, yes, still a kasra then come. But this day, inge kasra. Now, how in the like, for example, hasibin, wakafabina, hasibin, that word, hasibin, okay? The end of the sentence, like, janibi. Janibi, okay? The number 11 side, the bar, yes, still a dhamma, kasra then come before them. But this time, you, in a dhamma, it gets. Example, ajabu. Get on? Ajibu. Ajibu. and the end of the sentence thaqib. Thaqibun. Get on? Thaqibun. Mind you, dhamma and dhammatan are the same. Dhammatan, they mean two dhamma. Kasratan, they mean two kasra. Now the same kasra no more. And fatatan, they mean two fatah. Now same fatah no more. Okay? But pronunciation is different. Because it get an end sound by the kasratan. And this term here, the number 12 side, this term the bar, before them na kasra still come. But in get sukun. Mukhaffaf. We not the light sukun. Okay? Like Ibrahim. Okay? And the middle of the sentence. The end of the sentence, yaksib. Yaksib. Okay, Sam? Yes, it gets sukun. And the padding mushaddad, like for example, ribiyuna. Okay? Now we'll now go to the number 13 side. The number 13 side, example of the bar before na sukun and kam. It get fatah. Example, middle of the sentence, dhanuban. Okay? The end of the sentence, al-kitab. Yes. Mind you, mad, all mad na sukun. But that sukun, they call an sukun, mayit. If not to mad, now that thing they call an sukun, high. So this, they see for say, now wow, mad na income, but they contact as sukun. Yes. After the back come, we have fatah in it. But the dhanuban and also by the kitab. That mad na sukun in it. After bar we get fatah come. But this sukun still come before the bar. But the bar, this then na kasra in it. Example, qulubihim. The middle of the sentence, the end, al-adhabi. Okay? Al-adhabi. Now we go on the 15th side. Sukun still come before the bar. But this time the bar now dhamma it gets. Like for example, a'budu. Sukun come before the bar. The bar now dhamma it gets. The end of the sentence like kitabu. Al-kitabu. Okay? Now, before the bar, na sukun come. And the bar back, get sukun. How it be? Example, middle of the sentence, dabbatin. Okay? Da mad, na sukun. And before that we come back, that shut the way this is so. In back na sukun. How na sukun? Now two letters then come together for form one. The first one gets sukun. The second one then get haraka. So two sukun, they don't come together. Yes. So, and the second side, example, then al-hisab. Now, same thing. Before that alifun mad, where you see this, so, na sukun, make it. After that, halatul waqfi. If not timap, you timap by the word, you timap and sukun. Like Adaman them, they need start with sukun, and they need end with haraka. So, you timap and sukun. Like al-hisab. So, na sukun, technically, na sukun don't come after that. So we need a follow the literal side of waqfan. And with the timap back like ad-dawab. Get on? So this is another side of the 16 side them where you know for say it can come. What in they make with the addition of 3 where they make a 19. Now, where the bar they come, before the bar, where the bar they come, that bar then a showcase, an example. The bar na fatah it gets bar. And other letters they can before them. Whether na fatah kasra dhamma or sukun they get. Before after them, na kas if you come back kasra, after them, fatah kasra dhamma or sukun come. And also back, if they come back dhamma, after them, fatah kasra or dhamma or sukun come. This year, now in the example where they can come inside the imaginary ways them letters them. Now we continue. Fa'ti idha natakta bil muharraka biha isaktin nahuku wakih waka. Now if it be for say you letter when you stop a letter, you stop a sukun. But that sukun the way you know for say they stop them. If you want show, if you want pronounce the letter, you want pronounce the haraka instead of the sukun, you want timap the haraka, not up the sukun. What in the Nazim they talk rahimahullah is you bring ha usakt. How sacked? If you understand what is sacked, if you know first what is wakfu. Wakfu na we dey team up some side. You dey team up some side, you blow the. Then you call it wakfu. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. You dey see first side, they take all that breath. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. You dey see side, they take all that breath. What about if I say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim? You dey see first side, they take breath. When they stop some side, you don't take breath, now that is called sacked. And get in your side, them side, not to all side you want use and you use them. Okay? Side and day way you for use them. And that make it a talk. He say if you want stopper side, way na pasukuni for stopper because of the law of Arabic. But you want bring show the haraka with a letter they get, then you dey add ha sacked. You don't give the example of ha sacked. That key, that ka, key. Or that ko. Like for example, when kampa ya unisba. What do they call like ya unisba? Like when they say gulami, mi pikin, ibni. No, like for example, kitabi, mi book. Then they call them the last one. Now sukuri it gets. Sometimes they get haraka, like we say kitabia. But you know before say kitabia. Okay, because you dey stop it. Now, if you want cancel out kitabia, for sure, the haraka way in gets, then add ha usakt. Like for example, Maliya, Sultaniya, halaka anni Sultaniya, ma aghna anni Maliya. When they stop there, you need to take breath. You understand? Now ha usakt, not sakt. What do you mean by sakt? Ma aghna anni Maliya. Halaka anni sultaniya. Get on? You didn't say ma aghna anni maliya. You take all that breeze. You need to take all that breeze. Why? Because na sacked na indidi, not to work for na indidi. So Lord repeat it once more. Ma aghna anni maliya. Halaka an. You see, I not take breath. So that the same thing back you do. Sultaniya. Get on? So that how the way no for see the day, then call a how as sacked. For make it can show you what in day before them, the haraka we no for say in get. But not for so that you know go to my pass sukun, where the haraka go lost by you, go lost by me. But in get you roots them inside Arabic grammar. Wa in to read not can be man min ha sakan. Now if you be for say you want read any letter, any word, where in a sukun in gets. In starting, na sukun in gets. The word is starting na sukun in gets. But you want for reader, what you for do? For hamzatan maksuratan bihabda'an. Make you add hamzatul, make you add panam, hamza. Make you alifun. When they say hamza, most them, you what me and you can understand alifun. Meaning, add alifun. Pada word they add hamza. Pada word they and that hamza they get kasra. Really, na so the nothing talk for make things short by me and you. But really, you can either add pana kasra, you add pana fatha, or you add pana woti, you add pana bomba. Like for example, like when they say idhab, the beginning of the word, now that zalun, where it gets sukun, but you're not going to read that on that on its own. So now they add other hamza they call hamza to wasli. Now we don't add the other hamza you get kasra now. If hadi. If na the thalithul fi'il, meaning after the word we know for say it gets sukun. The first one we get haraka. If na kasra or fatha, then the hamza in a kasra they get. But if in a dhamma, then a dhamma in the gi, that word we in na dhamma in the gi, that word we know for say in gets sukun at the beginning. Yes. Like utu example. Yes. The example, the day, the boko. And now so really you can make. Like for example, when they say al-kitab, really al-kitab na lam sukuna gets. They add the word in hamza to wasli. And that hamzatul wasli na fatha na nengia. Yes. We say al-bayt. Na lamun sukuna inget. They add the hamzatul wasli, but that hamzatul wasli na fatha na indiri. Fi halatil ibtida. But when you begin. But if you need for saying you need a begin, you don't need. If not for that, what day you begin, you don't need. Because it take the last haraka we come before them, na iyon haraka it take for joiner with that sukunde. Wal bad'u bit tashdid ghayru mumkin. And for make you start any word with shadda, that's not possible. Wala bima khuffifa min musakkani. And for make you start with any word with sukun imak, not possible. Just like how we only talk, we say shadda and sukun, now the same thing. The difference between shadda in a sukun we then put inside other word we get haraka. So this word here, it don't turn one word. So the word it gets strength. Okay? The word it gets strength. But one thing they inside it. Like we say, inna, na in and na. Na in and na. The time we use for now two n na indiri. In and na. That first n we get sukun, it get in time we for use for column. In fraction of second we for use for column. And then now the back and get in fraction of second we the use for column. Not enough for reduce. So that means the time we the use for call letter we get shadda, it will be longer than the time we the use for call letter we get shadda. We don't get them. Every letter, the time we use for column is equal to any other letter. The time we use for call a, and the same time you use for call ba, and the same time you use for call ta or tha. But the time we know for say ta or tha, you don't get shadda. The time we use for column, it will be more than that time we use for call only the ba or only the ta. Like inna, you see the inna. Example inna. Or let's say Anna. And Anna, you can see the time is vary. Walbat will be Wakullu ma shuddida fi wizani. Now let me explain that. He say any letter we know for say they get shadda by in scale harfini. Now a composition of two letters we then count together. Sakin in bidimni thani. We one panem na sukun we enter inside the second one we na haraka in get whether na fatha kasra or whether na dhamma. Get them? Like badda. Yes. Like badda. Tabba. Na tabba. You don't go say tabba. No, you don't go talk that day. Madda. You don't go say madda. Mimma. You don't go say mimma. For make it easy, just say more mimma. Yes. So mithalu hamzin shaddadu. But for see hamza we get shadda he at in oboku. Understand? But yes, still it is. Now, the example of Hamza when back get shadda, nana like su'alu. Get them? Su'alu na jam'u sa'il. Sa'il na bigger man. Okay? What we ask the big. Walaysa fi dhikri lahu mithalu. And the whole of the Quran, Hamza we know for the get shadda in okam in odi. Wa ahmalu istimala wawin sakanat. And back the left for work with waw we get sukun kabla huma. Wa we know for say it gets sukun min ba the kasrin and it come after kasra. You know the like the lampa huruf so we say u. Get them? If it come pa you know they say aw u. No, you say aw. Na no more na indi. Get them? No the. You know the inside Arabic. You know the inside Arabic. You know the inside Arabic language. Waya in kulibat. If in concept, what they can do, they can change them to, they change them to ya. Yes. They change them to ya, but they need left them in that in condition. Like for example, of them, we know for say income. Like what they say, like mizan. In aslu na mizan. Now because I'm from waznu. Yes, na from waznu. Wazina. Yazinu. If I do yazinu, wazin. If I be mauzinu. But the darura to solve make them not able for allow that. Like mizan na mizan. So instead of that mizan, then change the waw to ya. So you don't become now what? Mizan. You don't turn mizan. Like maw'id. Now from wad. Get them? Wad. They say maw'id. Now call this all masdaru mimiyah. Like when you say dhahaba. This is not dhahab. Madhab. Now the same thing back. Wad. If I be wad. If I be maw'id. Like for example, when you say wad, now what in? Now like where they say produce. Now a masdaru mimi, if I be like miwad. You understand it? Miwad. Get them? But now this is not able for materialize, so then change the waw to what? To mi'ad. So mi'ad. So in example inside Arabic, like miqat now from waqtu. You see? Miqat now from waqtu. Therefore we don't say miqat, but instead when we say miqat, that waw they then pull up. So waw where get sukun. Before them, kasra in they ever come. Now that number they want show you. If even kasra come before them, that waw they need to remain in place, but they change the waw to ya. Wait a minute. But when they change the waw to ya, that ya they it turns sukun, make it sukun when for say it don't die. Like for example, when they say mi'ad, from wad when they say if for me mi'ad, sukun high, it turn to sukun, make it and turn to ya like mi'ad. Sukun make it now they call mad. Okay? Just like when they say ow. You know they say gay ew. You just say ooh. Get her? Now the same thing back by the yaun also. By the yaun, bomma they ever yaun we know for say it gets sukun. Bomma in they ever come after them. Bomma in they ever come after them. If bomma comes after them, what they can do, they return that yaunde to wawun. Just vice versa. Like that is just like how it don't talk. وهكذا إن تسكن الياء بعد الضم فقلبها واوا لديهم حتم. Now the same thing if ya come it gets sukun. Dhamma need the ever come. Later we get dhamma need the ever come. If it can't say what did they do? فقلبها واوا. That ya we get sukun, you return to wawun. And so this nothing we know for say absolute لديهم حتم. To the grammarians, then this is absolute. For example, ayqana. You see, now from yaqeen. Okay, certainty. Yaqeen. Ayqana. We don't say ayqana. In mudari high for be yuqinu. Because not enough for loss. That ayqana. That first one they say. That first letter, none of the fa will fi'il. You understand? Not to additive, not to prefix. You understand? In the aslu of the word. So in the change, if I come, like for example, dhahaba, yadhabu. Dhahaba is the first word. If you put mudori there, now yan with the add pana, then the first one you get sukun, like yadhabu. Now the same thing, but we say ayqana or yakuna. You understand? Eh? How you make now? Yuqinu. Ayqana yuqinu. Now from af'ala yuf'ilu. Get on? From af'ala yuf'ilu. Adhaba yudhibu. Adhaba yudhibu. Ayqana yuqinu. If I be yuqinu. But that dhamma don't come before the ya'u against sukun. And this is wrong according to the solve. So what did they do now? If this come, they return them to what in? Mad. Wow, mad. This is not sukun made it. So they turn to what in? Yuqinu. You get her? Now the same thing by ayqadha. We pause a week. You understand? I for be ayqadha. If for be yuqidu. But don't say yuqidu, but they say yuqidu. You see? Example number cool. So we'll stop here, inshallah. May Allah Ta'ala accept you. May Allah Ta'ala make we able to understand the way they see. يقول قولي هذا استغفر الله ولكم ولسائر المؤمنين فاستغفروه والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.